not moderating his chat enough. I remember like Review Tech USA was one of the people that covered this, and that's where I found out about the story, and I was like, this sounds really ridiculous. Like, obviously, as streamers, we try to moderate our chat as best as I can, but the primary goal here is to either provide you guys with information, like I do with my content, or to entertain you guys, right? Like, that's the primary goal of being a streamer, is to entertain you guys, okay? But we do try to moderate our chat, whether it's, keeping an eye on the chat ourselves and eliminating things as we can, or even employing moderators like the lovely Irish Badass in my chat over here. We employ moderators so that they can help moderate the chat and keep things clean and stuff like that. But it's a busy job, especially when you have a large following. It can be difficult to keep up with the chat. And so expecting a Twitch streamer to constantly be on top of their chat, like, it's impossible. Sometimes things are going to slip by. Sometimes you're not going to see things that you maybe should have, banned someone for or timed them out for and stuff like that. But having said that, like, it's impossible. It's impossible to moderate everything. And we talked very recently about this Twitch streamer here who was banned on Twitch for not adequately moderating their chat. I'll go ahead and I'll go over a bit of this article. I'm not going to read the whole thing because this is the original article I covered too. But I'll go over a little bit just as a quick recap so you guys can kind of get a taste of what this was about. And then if you want the full details, you can go back to my previous video on the subject. But there's a certain bit I want to focus on here. This tweet right here. They said, and this person goes by Nikish. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Or just Nick. I have no idea why or how, but I just got an indefinite ban on Twitch for something that has to be a mistake. There's no way there's anything like that that could have possibly occurred on my stream at Twitch support. And basically, if we look here, it says that they were banned for unmoderated hateful conduct. So not moderating hateful conduct in the chat enough. Permitting hateful conduct on stream from another person or external source, such as guest or viewer participation. They're literally holding the streamer responsible for the actions of the viewers. And if you've ever streamed, even just one time, you know how toxic some aspects of the viewership can be. One of the favorite things for like trolls to target on the internet these days is live streams, because you get that instant gratification of getting an instant response because it's live. It's not like YouTube comments, where if you troll someone in the YouTube comments, they may see it, they may not see it, and the payoff isn't as big if it's a live stream, right? Whereas if somebody trolls in the chat, you might get an instant response from the streamer. It could create a funny moment, etc., etc. But chats on live stream get, trolled by toxic people all the time. So it's a little bit ridiculous to hold the streamer responsible for the actions of their chat. Now, if they're cultivating an audience that says a lot of distaste want, it's not necessarily a bad update. You can't do that when you're locked into that Twitch exclusivity. You can't. But you can do that if you unaffiliate and then you just kind of like stream on YouTube as a primary platform and use something like Restream to broadcast it everywhere. And like I said, streaming is getting so much better on YouTube. One of the reasons I was hesitant to stream on YouTube for the longest time is because streaming wasn't the best experience on YouTube. But recently, it's come a long, long ways. But in any case, that's the game plan now. He's moving over to YouTube from Twitch because they basically are refusing to acknowledge him and overturn his ban. Nikish, the Twitch streamer who pleaded for help and went viral after an indefinite ban put him in dire straits and potentially ruined his career, announced he's found a new home on YouTube. Nikish, a relatively unknown streamer trying to make it big on Twitch, after noticing his viewership numbers were trending upwards, he's postponed his return to studies and went all in on becoming a full-time streamer. He even moved in with his grandparents to help make it happen. However, after unmoderated, hateful comments in his chat caused him to get banned on the platform indefinitely, I think this is kind of a mistake here from Dexerto, because they're saying that this wasn't happening in their chat, but who knows. His life turned upside down. He could no longer sustain himself and was forced to apply for jobs while dealing with the anxiety that resulted from the situation. Feeling overwhelmed and out of options, he begged for help on social media, and almost 200,000 people heeded the call. Since then, he's blown up and become even more popular than he was before, but had no platform to stream on until now. He posted another video on April 21st, that's today at the time of this recording, and announced he's officially moving to the YouTube. He's moving over to YouTube. Twitch has not done anything thus far, he said. A couple weeks ago, I would have been absolutely devastated by all that, but now I've kind of come to terms with it. I've been a little bit more accepting of it. I've been feeling a little bit better. Then he dropped a bombshell and announced the big move. I miss streaming more than anything, so I'm going to YouTube. He explained it was a big deal for him and urged fans to tune in and support him by following and subscribing on the channel, which can be found here. And actually, this is the channel here. Since he has to start all over again, he's only got 976 subscribers at the time of this recording. I have subscribed and I have put those notifications on. I want to help this guy grow a little bit. So if you guys want to help him out too and you guys want to subscribe, I'll leave a link in the chat there. Be sure to show the guy some love. I actually think he's streaming right now. Let's see. Yeah, he's streaming right now. So maybe show him some love in the chat or whatever. But in any case, give him a sub, show him some support, help him get to, at least 1,000 subscribers so you can get monetized, right? Yeah, show him some love and some support, especially if you're into like League. Looks like he streams mostly League. Check him out. It's pretty cool stuff. Anyway, let's move on with the rest of the article. By Twitch's lack of response so far, the move could be permanent. So like I said, go ahead and head over to in chat.